No, not in the least little bit.
But Uncle Thomas says...
Oh, he was just kidding you, that's all.
Well, I kind of thought when I was in front of my mirror
Oh, no, you just think that, that's all.
Maybe you don't like Mary Pickford. That's why you can't see it.
Sure, I like her. I think she's a wow. But that leaves you out in the cold.
I wish I did look like somebody nice and beautiful.
It's too bad, isn't it?
That was your chance to say something nice.
I know it. But why get your hopes up for nothing?
Oh.
I believe in facing things.
But Cecil, don't you think I have eyes like Mary Pickford?
Here, let me see. No, nothing like it.
Well, you like my eyes anyhow, don't you?
Oh, they're all right.
What do you mean, Cecil?
Oh, for just plain eyes, they're all right. Nothing to write home about.
Oh, Cecil.
They'd look good on a potato.
Well, my hair. Does that look anything like, well...
Your hair? Oh, that's your worst feature. Oh, golly, yes.
Oh, Cecil, you're just teasing.
No, I wouldn't fool you.
Wouldn't you, Cecil?
No. Have I ever? Don't I always tell you what's what?
Yes, Cecil, you do. That's right.
Sure. You know I do.
You don't think I have nice hair, huh?
Well, I wouldn't say that. It probably keeps your head warm, and after all, you'd look funny if you didn't have any.
Well, I know I have a nice mouth, Cecil. I've been told that.
Well, you see, some of your features are fair enough, but all together, oh, they look like heck. They don't fit, see? Now take your ears, what you can see of them. They're too pink. You look frostbitten. You know, you ought to be glad that I come over to see you. You're lucky, with the face that you have to wear.
I'm sorry I don't look beautiful. It's not my fault.
Oh, Sally. Oh, gee, I'm sorry. Hey, I was just playing.
You were not. You wouldn't fool me. You said so yourself.
Oh, please. I wouldn't hurt you. Sally. Oh, golly.
I wish you'd go home.
Oh, can't you take a little kidding?
No, I hate you. I wish you'd go home.
Oh, well, all right, I'll go, but gee, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings.
You are not. You can just go on home. Then you won't have to look at me.
Oh, can't you take a joke?
No, I don't like to be told how ugly I am.
Oh, Sally, you know I don't think that.
You don't think I look anything like Mary Pickford?
No, I don't. I'll stick to that.
See? Go on home.
I think you've got her backed off the map.
What did you say?
I said I really think you're a peach, and I'm no slouch at picking knockouts.
What do you mean?
Nothing except that I think you're the best-looking girl I know of, and you know it. Well...
Cecil, where are you going?
Oh, I'm going home, like you said for me to.
That's right. Go home and leave me here for the rest of the day by myself. Don't you dare go home. You come right back here. It isn't polite to come over to see anybody and then jump up and run off. You stay right here now.
I'll bet he wouldn't look so hot now.
It's funny he never did fall in love.
How do you know that he didn't?
Well, he never got married.
Maybe he fell in love with the cow.
Oh, Cecil, that's silly. I'll bet lots of girls were in love with Uncle Thomas when he was young.
I'll bet that he just outsmarted them, though.
Wouldn't it be just lovely if Uncle Thomas would fall in love?
At his age? Oh, you're the one that's talking silly.
I am not. That would be beautiful. Oh, I wish he would.
What would he want to fall in love for?
So he could get married. Oh, Cecil, then I would have a step-aunt.
Yeah, and you'd have to step out, too.
Oh, goodness. We could have a big wedding and everything. I've never seen a wedding, except in the movies.
Don't worry. Your uncle stayed single this long. He's going to keep at it.
Then it's up to me to do something about it. I owe it to him.
What are you going to do? Play Cupid?
Well, I could. Let's see now. Who would Uncle Thomas be likely to fall in love with?
He doesn't want to fall in love. Let him alone.
He owes it to mankind to fall in love.
Not when he's 45 years old.
It's the beautiful adventure.
Where'd you read that?
I read it in... I didn't read it, thank you.
So you're going to promote a little love interest. Pardon my laughter.
Let's see now. Who could I get to interest him? Let me see.
How about some of the neighbors? Then he wouldn't have to go far.
Oh, that's right. Let's see. There's old Miss Smithers across the street.
You mean that old hag that lives in the White House?
She's not an old hag. Just because you saw her in the backyard in a boudoir cap. She can look very nice.
Well, you can take it from me. Your uncle wouldn't look twice at her.
Well, she's very sweet.
Yeah, ripened with age.
Well, then there's Mrs. Martin on the other side of the house.
Yeah, she's a great prospect. I thought you told me once that she had been married 3 times.
Well, she has, but her last husband died last year.
Aren't you a little bit too big-hearted about your uncle's affairs?
No, I don't think I'd like her.
She'd make some stepmother or aunt or whatever she'd be.
Then, there's Miss Hammond on the corner.
Oh, my gosh. You don't mean that old cluck that wears a feather in her hat.
Well, yes, she is kind of old-fashioned, but then so is Uncle Thomas.
Why don't you let your uncle do his own romancing, if he wants to?
Well, he thinks he's too old. It's up to me to show him.
Well, take my advice, Miss Cupid. Steer clear of that old biddy on the corner. What if she'd move in here with all her canaries and her stuffed owl and her pet turtle?
Well, that's all right. I love pets.
Yeah, you wouldn't love a turtle if you found it in your bed one night. You pick out another neighborhood.
Oh, Cecil. I just thought of something.
Let's have it.
Oh, it's a nice night, isn't it?
Is it?
Yes, I think so. Thanks again for the movie.
It's all right. You're welcome.
Cecil, what are you doing tomorrow night?
Oh, nothing.
Will you do me a favor?
What is it?
Well, I've never met your nice aunt, and I'd just love to meet her.
Oh, is that all? Sure. She wants to see you, too. We'll drop by the house tomorrow night and then her.
All right. Now, that's a promise. Well, I'm going in now. Good night. And don't forget, I'll see you tomorrow night, and thanks again. I'm just dying to meet your aunt. Cecil, I had a dream last night.
Well, is that anything to yell about?
Cecil, I'm not superstitious, but dreams mean something.
Sure. They mean you ate too much for dinner.
That's not so. I have an appetite like a bird. It's awful that I eat so little.
Will you call time out while I laugh?
This dream was a warning. Didn't you ever read about how long ago they ran all the wars by dreams?
Are you going to start a war?
And all the kings used to keep someone to tell them what their dreams meant.
Since when have you become a queen?
Oh, Cecil, please be serious. I'll tell you my dream.
You tell me your dream.
Oh,
I'll
Cecil,
tell you one.
Don't be smart, please.
All right. What did you dream about? Me?
Well, yes and no.
What was it about?
Well, I thought that I saw a big donkey.
Hey, wait a minute. What's that got to do with me?
Well, Cecil, I'm telling you.
Well, I don't like to be compared with a donkey.
I thought I saw a big donkey, and it was up on top of a mountain, and I was tied to a tree, and the donkey was going to bite me. He had great big teeth, and I screamed and screamed. Goodness, how I screamed.
That wasn't a dream. It was a nightmare.
And Cecil, just as he was about to bite my head off, you know what happened?
You woke up.
No. Uncle Thomas said I screamed out loud last night, but I didn't wake up.
Well, I have crazy dreams, too. I thought the other night that I was falling off of a cliff, and I kept falling and falling and
Cecil,
falling, and then...
right out of a clear sky, just when the mule was about to...
Hey, I thought you said it was a donkey.
Well, I did. A donkey and a mule are the same. Just as I
They
was
are
about...
not the same. They're as different as day and night.
Just as the mule was about to eat me up, all of a sudden...
I tell you, a mule is different from a donkey. I know. They're
just as
bigger.
I was about to be gobbled up, and I couldn't get away...
Anyone knows that a donkey and a mule are different. You can tell by looking at them.
Then right before my eyes, this great big black horse opened
Hey,
his mouth...
wait a minute. Now it's a horse. First it was a donkey.
Oh, Cecil, why do you have to act this way?
Well, anyone knows that a horse is different from a donkey. Any mule knows that much.
What difference does it make? I don't remember what it was. I know it was a big animal. Isn't that enough?
Well, all right. Say an animal, then.
Well, it was a donkey, that's what it was, with big ears.
Well, a mule has big ears, too.
Well, I know a mule when I see one.
Yeah, are you getting personal?
There I was, tied to this tree, and the mean old horse, mule, donkey, about to eat me, you know what happened? Just as he was...
I'm glad you decided what it was after all.
Goodness, but you're rude, Cecil.
What have I done now?
Aren't you listening to me?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Trying to see how many times you can interrupt.
Oh, go ahead. I'm a clam.
Well, last night I dreamt that I was tied to a tree on top of a big mountain.
Yeah, and a big black cow was going to swallow you whole.
It was a donkey, I tell you.
Are you sure now?
Well, wait a minute. Cecil, is a mule bigger than a donkey?
What makes you think I ought to know?
Well, you do, don't you?
Well, a mule is the biggest.
Then it was a mule after all, not a donkey. Is that all right?
It's your nightmare, not mine. Go on.
Well, just as he was going to bite my head off, I closed my eyes, and when I opened them, someone had rescued me.
Me?
No, a handsome man. He killed the beast and saved me.
Is that all?
Yes, that was all.
Hooray! Hooray!
Oh, don't be so smart all the time, Cecil. Isn't that mysterious?
What's so mysterious?
Well, it's a warning. That's what it is.
Yeah, a warning to keep off of mountains and away from mules.
Well, I figured out what this one means. I have a duty that I must do. It means that I have to find the young man that your aunt liked when she was a girl. The one who started out to be a bricklayer and then went away.
Oh, ever since Aunt Bess showed you that dumb old picture of the young fellow with the whiskers, you won't let up about it.
Well, Cecil, I can't now. This dream means something.
How can that have any connection?
Why, it's simple. Don't you see? My being tied to a tree on top of a mountain means that I'm being held back.
Wonderful. How did you figure it out?
And the big black donkey...
Mule.
Mule means that there's something from the dark past is about to face me.
Yeah, and what about the hero that kicked the mule to death?
Oh, him? Well, I haven't been able to figure out what he stands for, but it all means something, and I'm going to see if I can do something about it.
Forget about it. Let's go look at the mousetrap and see if we've caught anything.
No, Cecil. Cecil, did your aunt ever tell you what the young man's name was?
No, she's even forgotten that. She hardly knew him. He's an old man now, anyhow.
Oh, Cecil, I think it's so romantic. Do you think we could trace him?
No, of course not. Aunt Bess was living back east then, and he went away.
Cecil, why do you suppose he went away?
Oh, he probably owed money.
Oh, don't be so cynical, Cecil.
I can't help it if I know life.
Cecil, I have an idea.
What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to tell it to you. Did you ever read the newspapers?
Do I look like a foreigner?
I mean the ads. You know, personals.
Oh, you mean those things that say, Dear Father, the children love you. Come home. The sheriff has left town. Anxious. Is that what you mean?
Yes. That's it. Do you think it's too late to put an ad like that in the paper for the bricklayer boy?
What would you say?
Oh, something very simple and short, like, would young man who used to want to be a bricklayer and who used to live in the East and who went away, when did he go away, Cecil?
Oh, when Aunt Bess was 18, she said.
Who went away about 25 years ago and who never did come back. Will he please write or phone this number to learn something that he would like to learn? How's that, Cecil?
About 10 million words too long. Oh, Sally, I wish you'd forget about this. It's so much waste of time.
That's right. Give up before you even start. Well, I'm going to see what I can do. I'm not going to be haunted by bad dreams. No, sir. Oh, hello, Uncle Thomas.
Huh? How do you do, Mr. Smith?
Well, hello, my young hopefuls. What were you two talking so seriously about?
Nothing. We were just telling riddles.
Yes, that's what we were talking about, just riddles.
Well, is that so? Tell some of them to me. I like riddles, too.
Oh, yes, well, you tell him one, Cecil.
Well, we were just saying, you telling one, Sally, the one you told me.
Oh, yes, well, let's see. Oh, that one? Well, do you really want to hear it, Uncle Thomas?
Why, of course. What was it?
Well, what is it that looks like a bricklayer and has 4 legs.
Yeah, that's it. That's a good one.
Well, that is a hard one. What is the answer?
The answer is yes.
Yes.
It's 2 bricklayers.
Oh, well, not good, but not bad. Well, I think I'll run along upstairs. Good night, Cecil.
Good night, sir.
You know, it's a funny thing that you should mention bricklayer, Sally. As a boy, I started out to become a bricklayer. It was quite the thing then. But that was many years ago. Well, good night. You better run home early, Cecil. I want Sally to get to bed soon. In about 20 minutes, say.
Cecil, did you hear what Uncle Thomas just said?
I'm not deaf.
He said that when he was a boy, he started out to be a bricklayer.
Well, that's all right with me.
Oh, Cecil, haven't you any imagination?
Well, it's all right. He could have been. I used to want to be a traffic cop, if you can imagine anything worse.
Oh, no, not that. Don't you see? Uncle Thomas started out to be a bricklayer. What does that mean?
It means that you can never judge a person by what they start out to do. He owns a music store now.
Cecil, I would hate to be as dumb as you are.
Don't worry. You are.
Listen, your aunt thought that she was in love with a bricklayer when she was a girl.
You're telling me. I know it. He was working for her father 1,000 years ago.
And listen, Uncle Thomas, when he was a boy, worked for a while as a bricklayer, see?
Sure. I just heard him. What of it? It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, it's not that, Cecil. It's something bigger.
My great-great-grandfather owned a livery stable.
Cecil, don't you understand? Haven't you ever heard, it's a small world?
No, is it? I haven't traveled much.
I'll just bet a nickel that Uncle Thomas and the boy whose picture your aunt has are the same.
Oh, rats. Why, of course not. Why should it be?
Cecil, I'll just bet there's a picture just like the one your aunt has somewhere in this house.
Well, tomorrow you can get out your Ouija board and ask the spirits.
I'm going to find out tonight. Oh, goodness, I'm so excited.
Oh, now, Sally, what are you going to do? You're going to get us both in trouble.
Cecil, I'm going to start a beautiful romance.
Oh, gosh. And I have to help you.
Well, you don't have to if you don't want to.
Oh, you won't get sore if I let you go after this by yourself?
Well, no.
Oh, then it's all right, huh?
Yes, it's all right, but I won't ever speak to you again.
Oh, all right, Miss Beatrice Fairfax. What do I have to do?
Well, first, I think we ought to see if we can find a picture of Uncle Thomas when he was young.
What jail do we go to first?
Now, Cecil, don't be horrid.
Well, where do we look first, then?
Well, let's see now. Uncle Thomas keeps all his old papers and insurance and things like that in his desk over there.
I thought you told me once that no one ever touched that desk.
Well, it's locked, but the key is right here. See, here it is.
Hey, Sally, you better not go poking in your uncle's papers in his desk. Now, he won't like it. Now, I'm warning you.
Oh, Cecil, no one will know. And besides, it's for a good cause.
Yeah. What if he comes in and sees you?
He won't. He'll put the car up and then go up the back way. Come on.
Well, I don't want to, but all right. You going to open the drawers?
Yes. Here. Here, now, see? Oh, goodness. Look at all the papers.
I'll bet we don't find any pictures with whiskers.
Let's see now. Here, you take some of these and look through them, Cecil.
All right. Golly, I shouldn't do this, Sally.
Cecil, what is a beneficiary?
I don't know why.
Well, that's what I am.
How do you know?
It says so right here on this paper.
Let me see.
Right here, see? It says, my beneficiary is my niece, Sally Smith.
Oh, I know. That's insurance paper. Pass it up. It's bad luck.
Well, go ahead now. You look through those other desk drawers.
Golly, what a lot of junk. Hey, I found some pictures.
Oh, goody. Let me see. Oh, it must be him.
No. It's just some pictures of horses. False alarm.
Oh, I thought you had something.
What's he doing with pictures of horses in his desk, huh?
Oh, my grandfather has a place in the country. There's some of his horses. Keep on looking.
I hope I don't find any pictures of snakes.
Oh, Cecil, here's some poetry. Goodness, it looks old.
We're not looking for poetry.
Oh, lady of the golden hair. I never knew that one so fair could be a joy and a despair, lady of the golden hair.
What'd you say?
Cecil, this is in Uncle Thomas's handwriting. Oh, goodness, it must be years and years old.
Read it again. I didn't hear you.
I'll read the second verse. It's called To My Lady Fair. It says, Oh, lady of the golden hair, if I but dare to touch your hair, that is so fair. Oh, goodness, imagine, Cecil, imagine Uncle Thomas wrote that years ago.
Well, I'll bet he was a better bricklayer. That's pretty punk. I could do better.
Oh, goodness, I'm learning so much. Uncle Thomas always keeps things a secret. Did you find anything yet?
Nothing except a bill here that says, please remit.
Well, don't notice it, Cecil. We want a picture of a young man with a mustache.
Hey, Sally, I don't think we ought to go in your uncle's private papers. We're liable to find out something that we don't want to.
Now, Cecil, I'm doing this. This is my house now. It's all right.
Oh, all right, but I don't feel so hot. Have you found anything?
Here are some deeds. What's the deed, Cecil?
It's something that a Boy Scout does. Is that all?
Oh, Cecil, look what I found. A bond. Look.
A bond? Golly. Gee, it says $200. Hey, let me hold it. I've never had $200 in my hand. Gosh, I wonder if it's any good.
Oh, here, I better put it back. After we finish here, we'll go down in the basement and go through some trunks.
Not tonight. I've had about enough of this already.
Goodness, there's a lot of legal things here.
Hey, here's something funny. And a picture of your uncle, too.
Where? Oh, Cecil, let's see. Oh, that's a passport. Uncle Thomas had that taken when he was thinking about going to Europe.
It's a bum picture. He looks like a crook.
Oh, Cecil, I know. Let's get some ink and draw a mustache on here and see if it looks anything like the one your aunt has.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, and what will he say when he sees ink on it?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, here, put it back. Oh, dear, I know there must be some real old pictures in here someplace.
Oh, here. I'm through. I feel like a crook or a burglar. Take 'em. Hey, Sally, what's that? Uh-oh.
Well, are you two still here? I thought that... Why, Sally, what's the meaning of this?
Oh, hello, Mr. Smith. I was just going.
Yes, hello, Uncle Thomas. Oh, dear.
Well, what are you both doing going through my desk? Sally, what's the meaning of this?
Now, Uncle Thomas, there's nothing to get excited over.
All right.
Oh, it's simple, Mr. Smith. Sally can explain.
All right, Sally. Now, what's the explanation of this? Come.
Well, we were looking for something.
Well, what were you looking for that would be in my desk?
Well, let's see now. Why, Uncle Thomas, we were looking for a mouse. There's a mouse in here, and we thought we heard it in the desk. That's it. You bet me a quarter that I couldn't catch that mouse that's in the house, and I was just trying to do it. Wasn't I, Cecil? Of course I was.